The agriculture exhibition is scheduled to take place from the 24th of this month and is intended to unite farmers with the owners of the companies manufacturing pesticides, herbicides, seeds and other agricultural material producers. This is aimed at elimination of the distribution of counterfeit products on the market. Farmers are also expected to exhibit their produces, share experience with each other and learn from the experts in the agriculture market from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Okay.
However, the Katikamu North Member of Parliament, Sekabira, disclosed his disagreement with the decision of the organizers, but rather advised the government to fund individual farmers by importing standard herbicides and pesticides to support local farmers improve the quality of their yields.
Uganda's economy is sinking. We are going down, and I would therefore not recommend government to waste any money in such exhibitions. I would advise them maybe perhaps to take the idea of buying the herbicides and pesticides instead of exhibiting, because in exhibitions it is these private individuals that are going to come out to showcase what they have, which we are complaining about. So they should rather import standard pesticides and herbicides, which people are going to procure or buy at relatively lower prices, but they should have value for money, because they are using borrowed money, they are using parish development model money, and I think when there is no value for money, it is the ordinary person that suffers.
Sekabira adds that the absence of the political will to fight corruption in Uganda is the root cause of all the problems people are facing, especially those living in rural areas of the country.
You see, our biggest challenge is not lack of laws or acts to regulate. It is corruption. It is about the will of government. When there is free corruption, when corruption is embraced, when there is no political will to fight corruption, even if you have so many laws, there will be no work that will be done. So I would therefore first ask government to curb corruption, then the rest can be dealt with.
Sekabira says that the issue of counterfeit agricultural products has been on the floor of Parliament several times, but the Ministry of Agriculture has not responded, hence calling upon the responsible people in the ministry to wake up and do the needful.
Things that directly impact on the citizens, they should be done by government. Let government take on the responsibility of procuring the herbicides and pesticides at subsidized prices, where the common person can access them and then they buy at a relatively lower price.
Local farmers have appealed to the government to instead support them in buying machines for value addition and also put serious punishments on the culprits found selling counterfeit agricultural products in order to curb off this challenge.
It could be so good and developmental for such projects to be put in village levels, like how they are doing in parish like PDM. To go I give an example of Woblenzi, they can go to Kasala, among other places instead, because those farmers are going to use a lot of transport to come to the exhibition center. So they will end up not even turning up. You expect low turn up.
Such a person selling fake drugs should be put in prison, maybe for life, such that it sets standard to avoid curbing those, to avoid those counterfeits.
Reports from the Ministry of Agriculture indicate that more than 75% of Ugandans who live in rural areas earn their living through agriculture, a sector that contributes 21% to the country's gross domestic product.